Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 24 of Europa Universalis 4 as the Mamluks. We are getting prepared to declare on the Ottomans. How strong are they looking at the moment? See, their morale is still good. They do have better discipline than me. So now it's starting to get to that point where you look at it and think, this is a bit worrying. We can't even enter our golden age at the moment because we don't have a third one of these. Lose the ducats or lose the prestige and legitimacy. We'll have to take that hit, unfortunately. Is there anything we could do here to get this? Fully embrace either humanism or the religious idea group. We are working towards that. Being able to start a golden era would be fantastic. And it is definitely better to take these things earlier rather than later. I'm guessing, yeah, we're a long way off being able to afford the... We've got two ideas that we'd need to take to get that filled, and we've still got a lot of provinces that need coring. But let's get to work on them anyway. So we'll have to be careful if we do try this. It will be very, very risky. Very risky indeed. We've got a bit of money. We could get some extra buildings that give us some manpower. We get a few barracks. There's some here that would give us quite a considerable boost to manpower, actually. Right, now we've run out of money, so we're going to have to stop there. And we're going to run out of even more money in a moment because we're starting to get all of these heavy. So let's go ahead and get them all put together. This will certainly make things a little bit easier when trying to deal with the Ottoman Navy. We'll use our trade ships to help out as well. Let's go and make sure that you're all mothballed for the time being. We're probably not going to start this war anytime soon, because we do have a few things that we do want to be careful of. Lose army professionalism or lose 13,000 manpower. Ouch. That hurt. Let's go ahead. We've already got a claim there. We've got a claim on all of the provinces we can, I think. We can get a claim on this one because we share a sea zone with it. Which also means we can get a claim on... Can we not get a claim on that one? Need 35 war score. We can do that next. So we can get a few claims against the Ottomans. It would be nice to work our way down the coast there and go and grab Constantinople. That'd certainly be fun. So the problem that we've got is we'll have to deal with Crimea as well as the Ottomans. I'm hoping that we can deal with all of the Ethiopian Separatists and then just move everybody up here. Ethiopia is going to be having a real bad time of things anyway. Diplotech we definitely want to take because we want to try and stay ahead of the curve so that we're not taking too much corruption from unbalanced research. We'll recall our diplomat from Austria. Yeah, having a golden age to go up against the Ottomans would certainly make life easier. But I just don't think we can afford to do that right now. We can get some of these cores instantly. There's no point prioritising the instant cores because they don't actually reduce our overextension, because they're just territorial cores, which is why they're instant. A territorial core becoming a state core. So when you take land that is part of a territory, you still have to core it, although the coring cost is only half the price. It still takes the same length of time to core. So when you eventually change that territory into a state, you just pay the other half of the coring cost. And all that is essentially doing is reducing the autonomy down from 50% to possibly 0. But you don't, it doesn't take any time because technically the core already exists. So let's keep up with these conversions. We're still at 100% religious unity. There's still a lot of provinces we've got that we haven't converted. But we're getting through them as quickly as we can. We'll have another one that we can do very, very soon. Mamluks adding size to their spy network. Can we go and grab a claim on here now? Yes, we can. For the rest, we'll just leave the diplomat to build up some spy network power so we can get a bit of a siege bonus. So corruption is going up. We've got some unrest, which we know about. We have too many leaders, which we also know about, which is not that big of a thing. We've almost got all of these cores done. And we have taken the tech. I would like to be able to try and get our golden age, but we'll do what we can. Are you involved in any wars currently? Yes, you're actually in a war with a Wallachia. This might actually give us a... if all of their forces are over on this side, this could actually be quite good for us. However, what I would like to do first is wait for the Ethiopian Separatists. Because those are the ones most likely to pop. And I'd like to try and get all of my armies up here if possible. I guess we are still at the force limit. We're slightly under. We've only got 80,000 men in comparison to the Ottomans who have 96,000 men. They don't have that many more than I do. What are they doing on manpower? They've definitely got more manpower than I. But I'm hoping with the additional help from Austria that we should be able to take this fairly easily. When is this going to pop? There's a 22.1% chance each month. There we go. You've actually managed to get to 80%. So we are going to stop you guys from drilling. We can see a lot more down here now into sort of West Africa. So we definitely want to sort of start moving this way. We don't really have a direct connection because this is wasteland. There are a couple of uncolonized provinces here. And there's a couple of uncolonized provinces here also. Oh, Githian can no longer serve us. Oh, come on. Surely. Surely not. Surely you're not going to take away my only 3-star general right before the start of the war. Let's go ahead and we're going to get another general. And you know what? I'm going to call him Githian II just in the hope we get another 3-star general. So, Githian II. You are not related to Githian I. You are not our great general that we were expecting. You are a 1-star general. So, Githian II, you are going to go up here. And we are going to put Jack in charge of this army. I do want to bring Glenn's army up as well. But yeah, we definitely need to wait for these separatists to pop. This one's also going up quite quickly as well. Is this one of the provinces that I took down here? Yeah, it's this one. Let's go ahead and just fire up your autonomy. Just to get you to go away. We won't have to deal with you for a little while. So it's not even going to go up now. There's a 20.9% chance each month of them progressing. So, almost, well, a 1 in 5 chance that it's going to progress each month. Who is that I'm building on Crimea? Yes. Do I actually have a claim against you? I assume that I do. What's going on? Why are the Ottomans all marching through here? You are still allied with the Ottomans. That is fine. And I do have a claim on you. That is fine. Can't really get any more claims because I don't share any sea zones with you. Interestingly enough, most of the Ottoman army seems to be up here. They've got like a giant death stack. And I don't want to deal with that. I want them to be off dealing with Austria somewhere. The Ottomans are currently not at war. That's interesting. Right, we've got a 28k stack down here, which is a frighteningly big stack. We've only got a 20k stack, but I'm hoping we can still handle them. Because we are drilled into the extreme. So, they've got no leader, which helps us. We've got some good shot rolls, which also help us. Okay, we've put them down. We did lose just over 3,000 men, which is unfortunate, but that is fine. Let's go ahead and start moving up. So this actually changes a few things. Because the issue we've got now is we've got... do I not have you drilling for any reason? Oh, because we move the generals around. So the fact that the Ottomans have their army up here, but they're not at war with anybody, so this province actually belongs to the Ottomans. This is the entire Ottoman army right here in this stack. Although they just look like they've maybe... Are they shipping them across in boats? That could be what they're doing. Let's go ahead and move some more guys over here. I'm thinking maybe if we get lucky we can jump on some of this stack. Let's stop you from drilling as well. This is going to be very, very risky. But if they're shipping units across, they either shipped some across or they disbanded some, but the number definitely went down because they had a 97 stack there, and that's now gone to 82,000. Now we've still only got a 60 stack available, which is not so good. Can you all stand in that province without taking a ton of attrition? Yes, you can. Now, we could move you up here as well and have an entire 80 stack ready to jump on the Ottomans. This is what we'd need to do. If we want to win against the Ottomans, we need to be able to win a fight like that. They're also taking attrition, which is fantastic. So, I'm not going to attack them just yet. Let's just wait a while. Let's see what happens with this army. Let's go ahead and see if the... See, the numbers are still going up. But that's also good, because that means they're using their manpower. They're using their manpower to offset this attrition. Yeah, they're now down to 82,000 men. And they've got less manpower than me, and they've only got 2,000 men more. This is the entire Ottoman army right here. Bear in mind, we would also have to deal with Crimea. Now, how big is Crimea's army? Is the question. And I'm probably better off searching by alphabetical order. It's in reverse order there for some reason. Crimea have 11,000 men. Are you going to disband any? Did we wait for you to take another tick? No, they're actually gaining men. Right, let's move everybody in. This is going to be really risky. But I'm willing to give it a go. In the name of science. So, we're going to have to declare war on Crimea. We can't bring the Ottomans in without bringing in France and Ragusa and everybody else. So, let's go ahead and declare our war on Crimea. Austria will come in. We definitely want to call them. Karaman will come in. We definitely want to call them. No guy in the Ottomans will come in anyway, which is fine. Theodora will come in, but we're not bothered about them. That will move us from legalism because we are declaring on another Sunni nation, but that is fine. So let's wait until... Right, the Ottomans are now hostile, so this entire army is going to move in. I am going to unmothball these heavies. Can't group them all up because one of them isn't mothballed. You're mothballed. And you're mothballed. Let's get all the heavies together. And we'll meet them up with the trade fleet here. There's only one ship there, but they've probably got more around, so that's fine. Not too bothered that you're losing units. So this is what we want to try and do here. They're actually trying to move out of the province. We did catch them. And look at that difference in morale. So, this is what the Ottomans were doing to me when I was playing as... whoever it was, one of the Russian nations. The Ottomans were just absolutely destroying me. Let's move everybody out except one stack where we'll take this province. The province isn't worth really much, but we also need to deal with the Crimean army as well. So I'm going to split these guys up because I don't want them to all move on top of one another because that's just going to give us more attrition. So let's start moving them down sort of 1 month after each other. So that we don't take a ton of attrition there. I think that'll be the best thing to do. Let's go and finish off on that core. And you guys are going to start trying to take out Crimea. But that was a massive blow to the Ottoman army. Let's go ahead and help out down here, because Austria are losing some ships. We need those heavies to repair. We can wait for those. There's no rush. But yeah, being able to blockade over here would really help us out. Now, ideally, what we want to try and do, as quickly as possible, is get some bodies onto Constantinople. Yeah, we can't easily take Constantinople. But if we can get some bodies on Constantinople and we can take it for ourselves, that would be great, because I'd sooner Austria not have it. I'm guessing... Oh, I can get to you. I can get to you by going through the Great Horde. Are the Great Horde involved in this war? They're at the war in a war against Lithuania. Okay, that's fine. There is also a rather large... there's a few large navies around. But I think overall we can probably deal with these navies. So let's start moving in and start trying to take some of these forts, because we need to basically get across the Ottoman territory. And they do have a few forts, which is annoying. They do still have some army left, so I don't want to split my forces up too much either. That would be a mistake. How are we doing here? You're on 65%. You're going to need a few more months, and we've got another heavy there. I'm just hoping that as their entire army seem to head up... Yeah, their entire army seems to be over here now. So hopefully Austria's going to deal with them. Can you get over here? Yes, you've got to take kind of a roundabout way to get there. Can we honestly, seriously not get into there at all? No, I guess we'd have to go through there first. Let's try and take that fort then. I want to be the first onto Constantinople. This is what I'm trying to do here. If it looks like I'm like doing something strange, it's because I am. Trying to be the first person onto Constantinople. You guys, are you all repaired up yet? 85%. Let's keep moving towards legalism. We'll lose a little bit of prestige, which does actually affect morale. So you don't want your prestige to go too low, because you do have an effect on morale that way. A loan offer. 105 ducats. We don't really need it, but what we are going to do, because I've forgotten again, is raise war taxes. So that'll help out. We are nicely sieging out Crimea's stuff. Let's go ahead and take everything else. Theodoro is also in this war, which is this little one-province nation over here. So they won't be too difficult to take out. But yeah, we definitely want to try and get some of these forts. I'm not going to concentrate on grabbing the provinces that... in fact, I am. I'm going to take one single regiment. And that regiment is going to be used to just grab the non-fortified provinces. Right. Let's go and see if we can catch a few ships. We don't necessarily need to do a lot, but being able to take a few ships out will be good. Now then, there is a large fleet there. There are some heavies in it as well. You're moving into there, which worries me slightly. Are you stopping there, or are you just passing through? I can't quite tell. Looks like you were passing through. I'd be interested to try and take that fleet on. 5 heavies. We only have 1 heavy more. I mean, we can try some hit and run tactics. See if we can do some damage before losing any ships. They are going to keep sort of hopping around, which is problematic. In the meantime, let's not lose sight of what's happening over here. They are moving a few units around this way, but that isn't really going to cause me too much of an issue. You should be able... No, you still can't get over there, can you? In fact, then, let's go and put you guys together. Because I don't think we have to worry too much about the Ottoman army. Let's go ahead and move you guys around here to try and get rid of that. It might be a mistake, but I think the Ottoman army is in a bad way. We have actually got involved in this. But let's go at... Yeah, we're already losing ships. Wow, we're losing a lot of ships. Yeah, we lost a lot of ships right there. We also have a revolt, although it's not technically mine. So that's fine. So yeah, the trick with the navy isn't helping too much. It's going to make it difficult getting across to Constantinople if we can't blockade. But if we control one side of this, then they shouldn't be able to blockade. We've got that fort there. That means we can now move over and get this one. We might actually be able to pull this off. Might just about be able to do it. Yeah, we're going to catch that 2 stack there. That should be fine. That's a stat that belongs to no guy. Rebel factions are still quite calm at the moment, so that's also fine. Definitely want to try and take as much of this stuff along the coast as I can, because if we do take Constantinople, I want to be able to link up towards it. Now, there is a fairly big stack coming in from the north, so I need to keep my eye on that. You guys are pretty much running out of places to go. I'm going to try and see if I can pincer you in at some point. Again, it looks like the Austrians are doing the majority of the work. Got to be careful because there's an Ottoman army around Constantinople and it might cross over to try and do something. I think you can come back now. I don't think we have to worry too much about these units over here. We'll finish sieging the rest of these out with our 20 stat that's up there. I'm really disappointed that my boats got wrecked. We lost one of the heavies and a fair few of the lights, which is a little bit disappointing. Yeah, blockading is going to be difficult. I mean, we could go the long way around. It's not impossible. We've lost a military leader, which is not good. Because we've lost a military leader, so now we lose your siege bonus. We're going to wait until... I'm going to relieve that siege as soon as this siege is done. That's, of course, if the siege ever ends up being done and we don't just get terrible rolls. Now, where exactly are you heading? You're probably going to try and cross over there. So, come on, let's have a decent roll there. You guys need to start moving in and grabbing some of these coastal provinces if you can. Right, okay, we've got that siege. Let's go in and reinforce. And then we'll pull this army back out. And we'll get a new general for you just as soon as we've got somebody on there. So, you are now going to move out into this province. Okay, so there's not much we can do about the ships. We do have another heavy, though, which is nice. So let's go and put you guys together. Got another conversion we can do. Let's keep working on those. This is taking longer than I'd like as well. But I don't really want to spend any power points in getting that fixed. We'll get a new leader on this army just as soon as we capture the province. There we go. So let's go ahead and grab a new leader. And we need a name for you. We've been through a lot of people on the list already, but we've got a few more. Who else have we got who we haven't added? We've got Polyidus, which is a great name. It really does sound like a Roman general. So let's go and put you in there, sir. And you are a 3330, which is not terrible. It's not fantastic, but it is by no means terrible. Let's move you forwards. I do want to keep you close to that. Here we go. This is kind of what I was expecting. This is what I was expecting to happen. The Ottoman army to cross over into this army. Well, that is fine. I'm going to lose a fair bit of manpower here, but I've got enough men to throw in to make sure we actually win this battle. So we do have the terrain penalty, but we did win that battle quite nicely. So who has the siege there? There's only one guy, which is actually Gamer Cowboy. So let's move out the other armies that don't have the siege. And the Ottomans are going to go away and lick their wounds. Okay. Oh, lots of stuff popping up here. Okay, we've got printing press now. 3 mercantilism, prestige and legitimacy, or lose mercantilism. Mercantilism is always nice. Prestige would be nice as well, but we're going to take the mercantilism because it's like one of the hardest things to get. And we've almost taken Crimea, but not quite. Anyway, my throat is starting to go on me. And not only that, we are over the 20-minute mark, so I'm going to end things there. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying EU4 as the Mamluks. I'll see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.